Talk about an amazing feel-good story. Dwyane Wade comes back to Miami, and no one has. And the thing that's awesome about it, it's like he's back, but nobody has really he's in a great place. He's back home. People love him. We missed him. We missed what the Heat felt like when he left. He comes back a hero, and on top of it, there's not really any expectations on him doing anything. So when he pulls out a night like last night, you're just like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
How does Dwyane Wade feel about being called Vintage Wade?
Look, I think he's accepted it. Dude's 36 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's said that he's thinking about retirement next year. I think he understands, like, he's toward the end of his career.
Yeah. So, I mean, you dial up what he did last night, 27 points, and throwing down the game winner. He scores 15 of the Heat's final 17 points last night. And you basically need this to take down the Sixers.
Wade against Simmons, 7 seconds left, forces one up and scores! It was a tough shot. It was a great shot. This is my house. Dwyane Wade has 27 points, 15 of them here in the fourth quarter.
That move, the move that he made to make that shot, it looked like it did. You talk about vintage Wade. It looked like a shot he made 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
It really was vintage Wade. Like, you hate to say it because it's like, oh, well, he's old. I mean, he's 36. That's old in the NBA. So it's vintage Wade. But that's a good thing because he did a lot of good things throughout his career.
Absolutely.
And last night, you just add that to the list. It was incredible. Like you said, to go along with the story, too.
The Heat seemed to be, when he was gone, they missed that emotional spark plug. Obviously, you got that back. They missed the leadership, and you see him in the huddle with the Heat, and he's taken over, and he's getting people in the right places, doing the right things. And what's even more amazing about that, yesterday we were talking just about how with Stoneman Douglas winning the high school state championship in hockey, it was like something that seemed like a movie. Last night, the same thing. He's got Joaquin Oliver, a 17-year-old Parkland victim, written on his shoes. You see it before the game. He dials that up. He dedicates that performance. He tweets this out after the game. He says, "It's way bigger than basketball. We are the voices for the people that don't get to be heard. Joaquin Oliver, may you rest in peace. And I dedicate my return and the rest of this Miami Heat season to you." It's just absolutely amazing. Gabrielle Union then tweeted out last night, his wife said, "I'm still shaking. South Florida needed this. Man, I'm tearing up for so many reasons and none basketball related. It's bigger than basketball." And it just was. It's like, that's why Miami loves Dwyane Wade, why hopefully he'll always stay here. And, he'll hopefully be kind of like, the Alonzo Mourning that you just always see. Zoe's everywhere. He's always in the shadows.
Right.
And hopefully DWade is just that guy. Even if he does retire, at the end of this year, next year, whenever it might be, that he's just a guy that's forever in a Heat jersey and just walking around part of the program.
Part of the Heat family. The old adage of Heat life for Heat Nation, and he's a part of that.
Yeah.
And like you said, hopefully he does stick around in maybe that type of role. And last night, it meant so much more than just the game winner against Philly. Yeah, it meant a lot for the playoff race. Philly's just a couple games ahead of them. But, with Joaquin Oliver's name on the side of his shoes and dedicating the season, it's the first game they played since he found out that Joaquin Oliver was buried in his jersey. There was just so much that went into that. And it's another one of those movie script things.